Alright guys, this is the help video for your 3.07 counter argument paragraph. This might be one of the more challenging parts of the essay because you are writing about, you're explaining the side that you don't agree with. So anytime we're writing something persuasive or we're trying to convince someone to agree with us, it's always good to present the other side. And then you want to disprove that side. So if we can do this, the purpose of the counter-argument paragraph is just to acknowledge the opposition, acknowledge that there's another side, and then you want to discredit that as much as possible. This is going to strengthen your argument, okay? So again, I've put everything on the chart, so let's talk through this really quickly. So this is a shorter paragraph than body paragraph 1. Okay, this is going to be a one chunk paragraph. It's going to look very similar to body paragraph 1, but remember this paragraph is talking about the other side, the side you do not agree with. Okay, we want to address the opposition. We want to acknowledge that there is another side to this argument, but I'm confident enough to take that argument apart is what we're trying to do, okay? I've given you some examples here to start, and if you'll remember, some of you started your thesis statement with that counter argument. We said, while some people believe, or while some may think that, you gave me that opposing side at the beginning of your thesis statement. That's what we're going to use here, okay? So you can start out with one of these transitions, those who believe that, although some people think that, and remember we're going back to this prompt, so for the sake of this, I'm going to say, if you remember my original thesis, I said, I do not believe there is a benefit to institutional or societal systems of oppression that are intended to create equality. So my counter-argument topic sentence would be the opposite of that. Okay, those who believe that there is a benefit to institutional or societal systems of oppression that are intended to create equality believe that because, and then we are going to present that side of the argument. Okay, so you're going to find a source. Again, it can be something we've read. And some of these, you could use the same source. And I keep going back to Harrison Bergeron because I think that's probably one of the easier sources to cite here. You can use Harrison Bergeron to argue for your side, but you could also use it as an example, or you could use parts of it as an example to argue against. So you could use that example of, in Harrison Bergeron, the government strongly believed that society would be better if everyone was equal. Therefore, they used these handicaps to bring people down so that nobody felt bad. Okay, you could use something like that. You could also research and find another side of it. Some of you have come up with some great, you've done some research on your own. You've given me statistics. You've given me other examples. You're free to do that, but you don't have to go outside of our course if you don't want to or if you're not comfortable. So, concrete detail number 1, this is evidence that supports the other side. And then your comment, okay? Your commentary on that. How does that evidence connect to the purpose? And then finally, your concluding sentence for the counter-argument. You want to end your counter-argument paragraph with a concluding sentence that brings the reader back to your actual argument. So you would give this example here in your commentary, but then you want to say something like, it's evident that this is not the best practice for trying to achieve equality. Or opponents fail to consider that systems of oppression actually do more harm than good, or something like that. So you're going to wrap that paragraph up by pointing the reader back to your original argument and back to the fact that you are actually correct. So this is a shorter paragraph. The entire paragraph should only be about 5 to 6 sentences, okay? So one topic sentence, one piece of evidence, your commentary, and your concluding sentence for the counter argument. All right, hopefully that's helpful for you.